President Trump gives USAID workers until tonight, midnight, to get out. Joy Reid is going with them. Here's the top 5 reasons Trump is trending today.
Trump is trending, he's everywhere. From the news to the cat babies in our air.
All right, number 1 reason Trump is trending today. Trump is slashing 2,000 jobs from USAID, with 1,600 of those expected to happen by midnight tonight. Here's a video outside of USAID as employees were packing their stuff and leaving the building, and you see people out there with the signs and comforting these people. Oddly enough, we never had the chance to see any of this type of stuff when all the people got fired during COVID-19 for not taking the poisonous shot. You were fired from your job for not taking it, and people, not only did they not care about it, they cheered it. They were grateful that you lost your job during the pandemic because you wouldn't take the vaccine, which we now know did more harm than good. Whether you're in the military, whether you're in the police force, whether you're on the fire department, you lost your job. Now, these people are being fired for not doing anything because they have these no-show jobs, and people are all concerned because the taxpayer money is getting saved, and they don't think it's a good idea. Number 2 reason Trump is trending today, Trump's head of Doge, Elon Musk, sent out an email to federal employees asking them to please reply with 5 bullet points of what they accomplished last week. You've never seen people more outraged and more upset for being asked to just show what you did last week. This is how Elon Musk basically should have did it. He should have said, hey, here you go, federal employee, write down everything you did last week. But no, these people spent more time coming up with excuses and crying about why they shouldn't have to tell you what they did last week than the time it would have took them to just sit down and write down 5 things they accomplished last week. We know the answer. Why? Is because they didn't do anything last week. That's the only reason why you don't have an answer for that question. That's a simple email. Elon Musk says himself, this could be answered in 5 minutes. You sit down, what'd you accomplish last week? Bing, bang, boom, 5 bullet points, send the email back, and you're done. You saved your job. But these people are kicking and screaming because they know they ain't doing anything. Elon knows it. We, the taxpayers, know it. And these people know it themselves. And this is why they don't want to respond. But I'm telling you, the long list of excuses they're giving far outweigh anything that they accomplished last week. Elon Musk holding these people accountable, and they are not liking it. Number 3 reason Trump is trending today, Trump celebrating the conservative win in the Germany elections today, saying on Truth, looks like the Conservative Party in Germany has won the very big and highly anticipated election. Much like the USA, the people of Germany have got tired of the no common sense agenda, especially on energy and immigration. That has prevailed for so many years. This is a great day for Germany and for the United States of America under the leadership of a gentleman named Donald J. Trump. Congratulations to all. Many more victories to follow. This was in response to Germany's center-right Christian Democratic Union, who won today's national election with the right-wing Alternative for Germany finishing in a strong second, the AfD, which is the one that Elon Musk was hoping for. But this just goes to show that not just in the United States, people around the world, countries around the world, are just sick and tired of this Democrat, left-leaning, progressive bullshit. Nobody wants to hear it anymore. The people especially are done with all of these bureaucrats that are going to just kick and waste taxpayer money on all this stuff like climate change and trans change and global warming, all of this stuff. Nobody wants to see it anymore. It has nothing to do with making the countries any better, any stronger, any more advanced. And so they're getting rid of all of it. Everyone's rejecting it, not just here, but all around the world. Number 4 reason Trump is trending today, Zelenskyy and Trump continue with their war of words. Zelenskyy saying today, if you need me to leave, I can resign in exchange for a NATO membership. He says in a quote, we can exchange my resignation for a NATO membership. If those are the terms, then let's do it without delay. I'm focused on Ukraine's security today, not in 20 years. I have no intention of staying in power for a decade. This is my focus and my greatest aspiration. Now, this is in response to Trump calling him a dictator for not holding elections while staying in office, basically just canceling the presidential election and just keeping himself in power. Now, this Zelenskyy, obviously, he knows that they are not joining NATO. That's not going to be a part of this deal. He makes this thing, I'll step down. He's the one that's in the way of everything happening right now to bring some peace to this region in a war that should have never taken place. But also, too, Zelenskyy today rules out the rare earth minerals deal that Donald Trump was proposing, where $500 billion in profits would go to the United States to help pay back all the money we gave to the military in Ukraine. But now Zelenskyy has the balls to be saying, hey, you know what? That wasn't a loan. That was a grant. We don't owe you nothing for any of that money, which, by the way, Zelenskyy has no idea where most of the money even is, or he can't allocate for it. Doesn't know what happened to it. It mysteriously vanished. Into whose pockets, we have no idea. But we could probably start guessing. We know where 10% of it went. It went right to the big guy. And this is the issue with Zelenskyy, too. Trump knows that this guy is a crook. He knows he was in bed with Biden and his family. Joe Biden's whole family got pardoned. These guys were in it all the way up. They impeached Donald Trump over the phone call he made with Zelenskyy years ago. Trump knows what this guy is up to, and he says to him, you better move fast or you won't have a country left. And that's the truth. Zelenskyy is the worst thing that could possibly happen for Ukraine. And until he goes, I don't know if they have a chance to obtain peace. Number 5 reason why Trump is trending today. Trump derangement syndrome sufferer Joy Reid was fired today from MSNBC. The race-hustling, talentless Trump haters suffered from horrible ratings, as does everybody else on MSNBC, let's face it. I'm sure immediately after the firing happened and Joy Reid heard about it, she blamed race as the problem. It has to be. There's no way that she got fired or got removed from his position and didn't blame it on race. Almost impossible to have happened. But we do owe Joy Reid a little bit of a debt of gratitude. She was a big force in helping Donald Trump get elected. Her nuttiness and craziness on MSNBC helped drive more people towards our camp. And you know what? Not for nothing. So did people on The View. So did Morning Joe. So did Rachel Maddow. All of these people played a crucial role in Donald Trump winning in a landslide election in November because people with any type of common sense could tune in and listen to these nut jobs and be like, wait a minute, I don't align with these people. These people are out of their minds. And that's what Joy Reid was. Everything was a race bait with her. We know her game. Her number is up. No one's buying it anymore. The people voted with their clicker, and if they still use their clickers anymore, I don't even know. But people voted with their remote control. They turned her off, as they are doing with all these other radical left-wing TV journalists as the mainstream media continues to die their slow death. All right, those are the top 5 reasons I got for you guys today. My apologies for not being here for a couple of days with this podcast. I was down at CPAC with the Alec Show. Check out my coverage over there on my podcast. But I'm back and I'm ready to go. If you enjoy this and these breakdowns, follow the podcast so you can hear the top 5 reasons why Trump is trending each and every day.
Trump is trending, he's everywhere. From the news to the cat babies in our air.